So I have to tell you something. I can't keep up with when we record and what I tell you and what I don't tell you.
Okay.
Anyways, I said at one point I wasn't buying Sophia Bush tickets.
I knew better.
Then I got on there to buy my Chantel ones, my Quinn ones, and Sophia wasn't sold out. So I was like, is this a sign?
Yeah. Missed opportunity?
So
No.
I had to.
Of course you did. That was Jesus telling you, you've got to meet her.
So I bought a photo with Sophia. You should see my list. My mom was like, Anna, you're going to be spending like $2,000 on this. I'm like, it's broken up over several weeks. You never know.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So listen, I have the notifications turned on my phone so that anytime they post something, I'm like ready. I told you last June when we were in Trick.
I know.
I still feel like we need to make a trip to Trick when we go in June.
Well, I would be upset if we didn't.
I just do too much. I do too much. Every time I see you, I have a new trip booked. I just booked a cruise the other night. Like, literally, I can't stop, okay?
But that's your thing.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no, I have no regrets, but...
Of course not. I would hope not.
No.
No, I mean, mine will kick off this week.
Where were you? Oh, yes, your thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. It will literally be my entire personality for the entire month of September. Probably through December. Probably through the next event. Welcome to Press Play again. 2 roommates, 1 remote. The Rewatch podcast where we dive back into the shows and movies we couldn't stop talking about in college, and probably still can't. We're your hosts, Anna and Megan. 2 roommates with 1 remote, ready to laugh, debate, and maybe get a little too nostalgic as we revisit the classics and discover a few new favorites along the way. So grab your popcorn, press play, and hang out with us as we rewind it all, episode by episode, movie by movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say I loved this episode.
It was pretty good.
Episode 13, His Leading Lady. Tell us about it.
Leading Lady. So the synopsis for episode 13 says, the filming of Dawson's new movie brings back memories for both the filmmaker and for Joey, who grows to dislike Devon, the actress playing her, as well as Chris, who's playing Dawson. Meanwhile, Jen, now working as Dawson's producer, meets a new potential boyfriend for herself, Tyson, Ty Hicks, who is hired as a props man on Dawson's set along with other Cape Side High volunteers. Also, Pacey learns that Andy is bipolar after he finds antidepressants in her trash, which prompts her to believe that Pacey is more of an interference than a help in her life.
This episode aired on February 3rd, 1999. Happy birthday, Jamie. It has a popularity rating of 54 out of 128. And an IMDb user rating of 72 out of 128.
Okay.
I knew the episode going into it. I knew it was about his movie. I did not remember all the stuff in it though. Okay. I feel like it can be assumed why I loved it. Number 1, because they are all together.
Yeah, true.
I loved the working together part of it. Oh my gosh. But coming out of it, I'm just on a high because I just feel like this show is so good. I love it.
Yes. It was a good episode.
It was. It really was. I agree. This is probably going to shock some people. Dawson was probably my top 3 people in this episode.
No, I would completely concur with that. I mean, I gave him a round of applause.
Oh my gosh.
At one point.
He looked good. he was confident because obviously it was his realm of expertise. It was his
Right.
movie, his writing, his all of the things. So I understand that part. But just like how in charge, but in that space, he could be bossy, and it didn't come across as like, oh my gosh, Dawson. It was
Well, no,
like,
it is his world at that point.
yes, and he was good at it.
Mhm.
Like he really was. It just,
And you got to give something to Jen because
yeah.
she's helping him facilitate this
Mm-hmm.
and execute it well.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Joey, who is basically broody and frustrated and acting like everything is Dawson's fault that they're not together, or she's blaming him.
Well, from the very beginning, she's
Mhm.
upset because he is like completely moved on.
Right.
And she's hurt and upset and almost like embarrassed that he's moved on and she's not. And it's like,
What happened
so
here?
the whole episode is stemmed from that.
It's almost a reversal of roles in
Mhm.
some way, but not entirely, where she's the one expecting him to be pining after her now.
Yes, and she can't stand that he's not.
Correct. It's like, it's the least you could do for me. I've pined away for you
And you know
my
what?
whole life.
I will say, obviously it came out in the episode that he was not truly over her. But I
Right.
thought that he pretended pretty well. Like in the beginning when he's saying, yeah, I mean, we moved on. It's fine. Like
Mhm.
it sounded pretty genuine. Like
It was convincing.
yeah.
And I mean, truthfully, even at the end where he's talking about, a little more and more each day that he's, moving on, it opens with that and it closes with that.
Mm-hmm. Why not just be together though?
Well, that comes down to Joey, and that's where basically Dawson calls her out.
I know, but she clearly is. She says she's not over him either. Like
Right, but Joey doesn't know what Joey wants,
no,
and that's what I made a note of. And I'm frustrated
she
with her
does.
right now because I'm
yeah.
Yeah,
the rapid fire was like relatable or frustrating. This one is the frustrating one.
Well, that's what I said.
I know
It depends.
it's very. She doesn't. Now I give it to her that it would be very weird and very hard to watch the things that you lived through very recently be acted out and said by people right in front of you. Give her that. Just the way though, like the way her delivery is just not good.
Mm-mm.
Usually that's Dawson that the delivery is not good, but
no, it can be questionable on Joey sometimes.
But so even at the ice house when she's telling Jack that she's got to go, she's told Dawson that she will help him with the movie, and he's like, "Oh yeah, how long do you think he'll have us for?" And she's like, "What?" And he says that Jen asked him.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's like, "Well, how does Dawson feel about that?"
You're asking the wrong person the wrong question. And the fact that you're more concerned about how Dawson's going to feel about Jack being there versus how is Jack going to feel that he's working on set of this movie that's Dawson's about his girlfriend and himself as the director.
Yeah, you should be a little bit more worried about his comfort level.
Yeah.
I will say, if she was not with Jack, like if they were not boyfriend and girlfriend yet, but they still don't even say that.
No,
and
they don't. But
it's weird. But so if they were not, and Jack and him had just had a little spat, and she was saying that, I get. Well, for her, the intention behind it is like clearly misguided and wrong. But I wish that it was more like Dawson. She has gone through this with Dawson. They've already made a movie together. She knows how important it is to him, and she really just wants it to be that be the focus for him, and him not be worried about any outside forces. That is not her. That ain't it though.
No,
that ain't. Joey.
No,
but her. I'm so glad we didn't have more animosity between her and Jen, though, in this episode.
No, I agree with that. But we had enough between her and Devin.
Oh, okay. Girl was a little weird.
Yeah, she was.
Too much.
Yeah, way too much.
And just crossing the line of like, you're an actor, so Dawson,
aspiring.
yeah, you're a
actor.
drama student. You have the script. Dawson is telling you how it should, how he wrote it and intended it to be played. Yes, there is someone it's inspired by, but she's clearly not wanting to help you. So, as the actor, you need to draw from the words on the page and the director to figure out how to play it, not force someone to
No.
show you.
You want to stay in keeping with how the director has written the scene and the script, but there is something to be said for you are not that same person.
Exactly.
It's not going to be 100% accurate.
Mm-mm.
There is some creativity or like creative liberty here that's allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you have to say is it's based on a true story and
It
it
is
doesn't have to
creepy.
be identical. But no, it is. It was very
And
disturbing.
her baiting her into getting angry,
I
because
saw
I
that
knew as
coming.
soon as Dawson said, "You're an angry girl." Oh Lord, that is not the right choice of words there.
No, it's not.
But now, what I will say is that Chris Wolf, he was great
He was.
because he was just more genuine and like
Yeah.
just he was taking it serious.
Mhm.
Even him asking if Dawson wanted to go eat with them after, it was
Mhm.
just so, I thought that was nice. It's like,
It was very nice. I mean, he's I don't want to say he's come a long way because he's still
yeah, oh yeah, camera stops rolling and he's back to his old
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
But like, he's taking the part seriously, even for a student-made film with a very low budget.
that
And like,
he never planned on being in.
yeah, and he's not getting paid for it. Like, he's not
No.
getting any, but he's still taking it seriously. So I
Yeah.
do appreciate that. I like it. The whole scene with where Dawson is telling him and Devin, it's
Yeah.
the scene about Joey kissing Jack. And he's like, I don't have experience with this. I don't know how to
I
play
can't
it. Blah, blah."
relate.
Yeah. And when Dawson is explaining it,
Mhm.
I did not gag.
Mm-mm.
You know, normally when Dawson is having these long-winded moments and this
Word
dialogue
vomit.
of how we felt in this
Yes.
moment, it's just too much long-winded, drawn out. But this, and I think it helped with the camera cutting to Joey, so
Mhm.
it showed his perspective of her.
Yeah.
It was really, you really kind of felt
Mhm.
for him
I
in
agree.
this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just thought that was a really good scene.
It was. And I mean, to him trying to make sure that the delivery was done accurately on those
Mhm.
lines because is that the most important scene of this movie? No.
Yeah.
But it's something that really mattered to him.
Yeah.
Obviously, it still matters to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Joey at some point sees, well, through there's like a montage of like Devin trying to figure out how to play
Oh, God.
Joey, and she sees her rustle his hair, but
Yeah.
weird.
She's
I
making
don't
her
like it.
notes
It's
and
so
yeah.
creepy. But when Joey takes Dawson inside and just starts yelling at him and go speechless,
Yeah.
because he's truly like, what what
He puts her in her place.
he does.
As he rightfully deserves to
I
do.
think
I'm
so
sorry.
too. I absolutely think so.
Because truly, she starts at him and is carrying on about how, like nobody said I'm not over you and that, like I thought you weren't over me. And he's like, rewind. You're the one that broke up with me, or like you broke up or broke us up. Like this was all you.
Mm-hmm. And you
Don't
have your
don't
other things
yeah.
now.
You've got a new life, a new passion with art.
And he's
You've
like,
got
this
new
is all I
boyfriend.
have.
Yeah.
And you know what? We can say whatever we want about Dawson and his obsession and his passion for directing, okay, and making movies. But I appreciate when somebody knows what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it to the downfall of other people sometimes where they don't matter to him? He does act like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But this moment in particular, I appreciate that he is making a movie. This is his way of working through things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could probably find find articles and lists of plenty of other writers, showrunners, directors, actors, even who take roles that they relate to on some personal level to
Right.
help them work through things or whatever. Creators of shows make entire shows based off of their own lives.
Exactly.
I mean, the OC, the creator of the OC, it was based off of he was Seth. Like it's a legit thing. So him doing this now, it is to a T, word for word,
Yeah.
what happened in his life. But he's trying to work through it, and for that for a teenager, there could be worse ways to work through something.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, and he's not got a lot of money, and he's making a full production movie.
Yeah. And he makes some comment at some point in the episode. You're like, this is just supposed to be my cathartic, basically activity that just helps him move on or get over it or whatever. And
I don't think that it will.
No, I don't either.
You're having to relive it every day, but whatever. You can think what you think. There's lots of ways that
it even goes back to
was misguided.
Fake it till you make it, or telling yourself enough
Well, that's
to
what
the
he was
point that you
doing.
do
Yeah.
believe it. That there's a lot that can be said there. But no, I really did. When he put her in her place, I mean, and
he stormed out of that room.
I couldn't help but just.
I know. It really was good. It was a good moment for Dawson.
It was. And I'm sorry, but Jack could not have handled delivering the same conversation with a straight face, let alone with any behind
gumption.
It. I know.
No, I mean, everything with I appreciate at the end when Jack asked Dawson if they can help to stay clean up, and they kind of have mended fences a bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was mature of Dawson even, and it wasn't snarky in his response. But Jack, right now, I'm over Jack.
I've kind of been over Jack, truthfully.
Yeah.
No, I made a note, closing scene with him and Joey talking that, he's genuinely the bigger person here.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's offered for them to stay and help. No, y'all go on and enjoy your night. Have fun. I've taken enough of your day.
Yes. I loved when Chris asked him if he wanted to come eat with them, and he says, no, I kind of want to just be here. I liked that. I thought it was a really sweet thing because there is something to, like, you have created this and now you just want to kind of take it all in.
Yeah, and just kind of revel in the moment. And
yes, it's a really personal thing. Oh, I just loved it. I thought it was really good for Dawson to take that step back and be like, we did this today.
Because I mean, some kids that, or just, it doesn't have anything to do with age, actually. Some people would be like, oh, next fun thing, off they go. They wouldn't stop to think, this is a monumental moment, and I need to literally be present so that I remember this.
And realizing that he didn't do it by himself. Like, there are so many people around him that volunteered, his friends, other classmates that he barely even know. Like, I'm sure I will assume the drama club at the school is helping in some form or fashion. Just like there's so many people that are helping make this happen. The school allowing them to just run rampant through it. And all the equipment that was some legit stuff.
Well, I wonder how much the film class teacher may or may not have been involved or helped to donate some of that to help him accomplish this. But I mean, it speaks volumes to how much he's already done, and he's still in high school, and much to Devin's chagrin, where she's like, oh, your first movie? No, second.
Exactly.
It's like,
and he won the Junior Film Festival.
Yeah. Just say it won an award.
His first first movie. Well, even if it was his first movie, he's only 16.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not even just that he's directing it. He wrote the entire script.
Correct.
I mean, this is literally his brainchild, his life, but
Well, yeah. He didn't have to come up with a lot.
No, yeah. But it just, yeah.
It's at this point kind of historical data. But
Yeah.
but either way, he's making sure that it translates on screen the way that it should, as any good director would.
Yeah.
I was proud of
It
Dawson.
was a good, I think this was, other than the episode where that I gave a 10 between his parent, the fighting and all that. That was a 10 out of 10 episode for me, but I think that this one is Dawson's best episode.
I would
as the character of
I
Dawson.
think I agree with that.
I just liked I really don't have anything bad to say about Dawson, I don't think.
No, I mean, if I'm telling the truth, we've already made this clear. I was frustrated with Joey a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, part of that is she's taking out her own frustrations in the wrong places because it's, girlfriend, it's you. Like, you've got to make up your mind.
Yeah.
You've got to decide. You're either going to sit on this pot or you're going to get off.
If you're in so much pain that you dumped him, if there was a solid reason, which, okay, let's backtrack for a second. I understand her reasons from a few episodes ago, and she needs something else besides him. He was all she had. I get that. But you can't dwell on the fact that now you're not together because that was your decision.
Correct.
So you need to continue your growth process. But then you just jumped into another relationship.
Well, it's the whole dance with the one who brought you. You know what I mean?
I've never heard that before.
Well, it's a song by Shania Twain.
Oh. Never heard it, I guess.
It's okay. It's very old. Or like one of her older ones. But my point being, you got somebody, girlfriend. And you either need to water the grass you're standing on or quit looking across the fence. Pick one.
It wasn't, she was snarky and rude and sarcastic whenever it was she thought that Jen was encroaching back into that. But it's a different when she sees that he might be truly moving on. Yep. Him just jumping back in with Jen, it doesn't necessarily prove he's moved on. Right. That's just him needing someone.
I mean, it opens with, not only are they talking about the fact that, moving on, they're talking about letting go. And that really stirs stuff up for her in his bedroom. And I literally feel like Joey is getting a little butthurt that it's not turning out the way she kind of wanted it to.
Yeah.
Or like she might have hoped.
Yep.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I know we've already said it. She almost has this air about her, like she expected him to just be unwaveringly pining after her like she did for him her whole entire life.
Well, and like he was for the past few episodes.
Yes, but I kind of think that she was almost enjoying having that role reversed.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And now it's not.
She was in control of
she's the one with
the power.
Well, she's the focus.
Oh, well, yeah.
Instead of him. And
I can appreciate that a little bit. But yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I get it.
At the least, I think that it's like, wait a second, my moment has already ended and I didn't get to control that it ended almost. Does that make sense? And it's almost like she's taking that out on others and not happy.
Well, I look at it too, like she has her whole art thing now. And he, even through that of her starting her art class and drawing, and even like her friendship with Jack developing more, he really, Dawson himself didn't have, yes, he knew he won this thing and he was writing his script, but even in the middle of writing his script, he's still thinking, I mean, he's talking to Jen, he's still thinking about Joey nonstop. He did not have something else. Now, she sees that he's got something he's putting his focus in, his energy into, instead of into her, and trying to get her attention and impress her and get her back or whatever, pining for her. He's got something else taking his attention away, even though it is a movie about them, and she's not really happy about that.
Well,
because she wasn't even supposed to be helping with this movie.
Correct. Because she told him she didn't want to.
Yeah.
Again, make up your mind, girlfriend. To add to that, you can kind of break this down in a way if you're looking at characters and be like, okay, when you if your focus has been on the wrong thing or the wrong person or whatever, if you can remove yourself enough to find what you're passionate about, what you love to do, and start like taking after that as fast and as hard as you can, you can tell that Dawson, he feels better, he overall looks better, like we've already said. I mean, all those things start adding up to it's good for him to do what he loves to do. Now, she's not focused on her art as much anymore. She's still doing it, yes, but you can tell that internally she's diverted and looking around and assessing other things. When you, in my personal opinion, and I'm all over the place at this second, but I'm going to try to bring it back. She was in the relationship with Dawson, started getting cold feet because he's so all in. And she's like, maybe I'm not.
Fast.
Yeah. And then upset because she wants to chase this passion with art. Up comes somebody who has that mutually, like they both enjoy this, that mutual interest. And now she's interested in Jack. Well, that was a momentary spark at best. Just based off of something that was a commonality. It's not a foundation. So at the end of the day, what she thought she was leaving him for, or that she thought that she wanted to go experience, she has, but it's not fulfilling her.
Yeah.
And what he's always loved and wanted to do is fulfilling him. And I feel like in some ways she's a little bit jealous, whether she's willing to admit it or not.
Yeah. I agree with everything.
That was a very long explanation to get around to it.
I agree with everything. Pacey and Andy is the other side of this episode.
Yes.
He finds her medication bottle in the trash.
Which, I'm not going to lie, there's a part of me that's a little salty. Like, number one, I love the color of her room. Like, that purple plum color is fabulous. Secondly, I did not get to have my own bedroom with an ensuite. Like, excuse me, girl.
I did.
Good for you.
In one house. I mean,
I'm kidding.
One house.
No, yes, I'm kidding. No, my bathroom was down the hall and across, so.
But no, one house. I'm trying to think. So, our one house on that dead end road, I had my own bathroom because my bedroom was hot pink.
Lucky.
Did I paint my bathroom that too? Anyways, I just loved that house so much. It was just so small and sweet. And I'm trying to think, our next house, I didn't, because the room I had didn't even have a closet. Like, we had to build one. Like, it was not intended to be a bedroom. Yeah. But I wanted that room. And then we moved into the house in Ripley. And my original room was a part of like a mother-in-law suite. Yeah. And so there was a bathroom back there. Anyway, sorry. I was just going through all the houses I've lived in my life, apparently.
Well, I only lived in the one. They moved in right when I was about like 2 weeks old. So, it's okay. The guest bathroom was my bathroom.
You did have your bathroom in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I did. Yeah, I did. Mine just also had the door, the guest door. Yeah. Anyways, well, not that we had anybody over, but.
No. We did occasionally.
My family came to stay some. And we had some friends, I guess, come. Anyways, Pacey finds her medicine bottle in the
Yes.
trash. That's where he is now concerned because he sees that she's taken Xanax, even though the bottle
Yeah.
said Xanax.
Yeah, I saw that.
But he was
And the 20
saying
milligram, yeah.
he was saying Xanax when he
Yeah.
was speaking. So I don't know if they just couldn't. I don't know.
I think if anything, I mean, there's regulations about stuff that they can and can't show sometimes. Who's not to say that they deliberately put something that's for you to insinuate what is supposed to be in the bottle, but not the actual term. But either way, she's just totally coming apart at the seams was my note. And
she is.
I can understand him going to talk to Dawson about it. I'm trying to think of where did I make my note about. I didn't make anything further other than I started to make that note and then didn't finish it. But he's talking to Dawson about it because he's concerned and it makes him feel some type of way. And I mean, I appreciate that even here Dawson was very level headed and just cool. He's just ask her about it.
Yeah.
Which he does, and then she
lies again and says it's her mom.
She does, but when he presses, she just spins out and basically tells him that, out of all the things that are in my life right now, you're the most, yeah.
Yeah. It was, and he is in that scene when she's listing this and saying that he's like, don't say that. Don't. He's it was so sad just the way he was like trying to help, and he was worried that of what she was about to say, which she ended up saying, which was essentially a breakup in that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody says that they want you to leave them alone and get away and you're the one thing in their life that they can do without, like, I would kind of take that as he says what does he tell Dawson? She's done with,
I don't think they hadn't had that conversation yet. Because
he goes in the hallway.
When he finds him crying.
He tells Dawson, because he says, you look horrible.
Dawson suggests that he needs to let her go and move on.
Yeah. And when he first started saying it, I thought, oh, don't turn it to yourself. He does a little bit, but
it wasn't
as bad as it usually is where Pacey can't continue his own conversation. Pacey still continues his own problems and talks about what's going on. So that's the only redeeming part. That's why it was redeemable, because yes, Dawson is saying that's what I need to do. I've got to let her go. We need to just let him go. But then Pacey still gets to bring it back to himself of, I can't do that. This is not the same. And so I appreciated that whole conversation, honestly, with all of them, or with both of them. But Andy is slowly, the best word you've already used, unraveling. I know that the election episode was like the first big mood swing that we saw. Yeah. But this is the slow unravel that we're seeing. And she even says that her doctor wants her to stop taking her medication and try therapy. We're going to see her in therapy in a few episodes. And it's just a continuation of just like it's slowly coming undone. And Pacey is a teenager who does not know how to handle this.
No, and truthfully, I commend him because he does a better job than most.
Yeah.
He shows up to her house and he's got a single red rose and she slams the door in his face. Marches back upstairs to her room and he proceeds to start to climb up to her bedroom window and she's like not having it. And if not for the fact that Joshua Jackson can deliver these lines and execute these scenes to the impeccable level that he is capable of, this could have been a cringy situation. This could have been a creepy situation.
Yes, like, no, I'm not leaving.
There's so many ways that scene could have just altered the inflections slightly in the same sentences, and it could have been a totally different, vibe, feeling, whatever. But because he's so good at what he does, he plays it to perfection.
Andy and Pacey are the other two in the three
Oh, of
people.
course.
Dawson,
I knew
Andy,
that.
Pacey. Yeah, I mean, it. And then she is scared. I think that this is all
Correct.
stemming from she is scared.
Well, right. All right. So, truthfully, they've just moved here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole town knew too much wherever they came from.
Mm-hmm. Providence.
So here she is now beginning to feel like her skeletons are being seen and brought out into the light. And now she's kind of in this whole walls are going up, I'm kicking everybody out kind of a reaction. And in its own way, it if if I thought she could move, I think that she'd almost consider just
leaving.
Yep. So, there's that kind of an underlying current going on with her in that respect. But if she is scared, which I totally agree, I think that she is, she doesn't fully understand what she's dealing with in her own head. How to process it, how to just deal with it in general. And she's pushing him away. Just, I think that that's something that she thinks she can control. Are you following me at all? Anyway, I think that that's something she thinks she can control because she feels out of control of her own emotions and body and
cutting
everything
Pacey
else.
out.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's like, you need me now more than ever.
Which is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
it really is.
She needs a parent, but she doesn't have that.
Right. But it goes to show his ability to see a bigger picture and not just be like immediate knee-jerk reaction of, oh, she didn't want me, I'm done with this, hands off, or she's crazy, I'll let her figure it out.
Yeah, no judgment from him.
No, it was absolutely sincere. And he's like, you need me and I love you. So I mean, it was a very sweet scene. It's tough, somebody who's just mentally going through it. That can be a very tumultuous
and
point in time.
I think too about like her doctor is saying we're going to stop your medication and try this instead. Okay, I understand. I don't have to deal with this, so I don't mean I understand it in that way, but I understand like a doctor wanting to try something. Let's just see if we can stop medication. Let's see if this will. Okay, but I think that this is where the importance of parents come in for a lot of reasons. But as a teenager, when you're dealing with this, a parent can in that situation, okay, let's try this. But then if it's not working, we're going back and we're getting something else figured out. Yes. Andy does not like to fail at something.
No. She's an overachiever at heart.
So medication, they're going to stop it. She's not going to want to admit if therapy is or is not working.
No, but she doesn't even have a mother or a parent to even
that is
that
lonely.
For her. Yeah,
that has got to be so lonely because it's not even that she just
lonely. That would be alienating.
Yes, it's not even that she just doesn't have the parents either. I know the dad is gone, but she has a mom physically there.
Yeah,
who can't even take care of herself.
That's my point.
So she has been the one taking care of her, but now she just needs somebody to take care of her. And Jack has already said, which he does come around, but he's already said, get it together, basically, in not so many words.
But don't you think that there's probably some, whether it's just a tiny bit of doubt or just a thought in the back of her mind that like, there's probably some kind of fear of like, am I going to become like my mom?
For sure. I think that has been there since day one.
I totally agree. So personally, if I were Andy, which I can't say that I've been in this kind of a situation, if you have a therapist who's wanting you to stop your medication and try therapy, yes, I know that doctors and physicians have your best interest, or they're supposed to have your best interest at
Mhm.
heart. But we've also seen Andy when she's not taking the meds. So if I mean, I'm not saying that a pill is the answer to everything, because that's also half of the problem that's plaguing this country and the world for that matter.
Mhm.
But we won't get on that soapbox tonight. Um, I don't know that I would necessarily jump straight to
Mhm.
come off.
Yeah. Cold turkey. Come on. Like,
Well, you're not supposed to do cold turkey for any of those, period.
well,
You're supposed to
she.
taper out. Um, but either way, I think, I would, she's not the adult and she's not the parent, which would be the best person there to stay, like, be like, hey, full respect for what you do, but like,
You haven't seen her.
or just to call to question what they
Uh
want to do,
huh.
because I just would feel like if I were in Andy's shoes and if I were to raise that concern, that I would be afraid of being met with resistance and like, oh, you're the child. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
no, let's try this. I'm telling
Mhm.
you what you need to do. You know what I mean? And that it really is an alienating feeling to feel like you literally have no one in your corner.
No control over
Right.
your own body at
Well,
that.
but nobody to advocate for
Yeah.
you, no one
Yeah.
in your corner to help
Uh-huh.
you because you're helping
Mhm.
them.
Which I think was part of also with the controlling part. She's not used to somebody advocating for her. So
Mm-mm.
when Pacey is asking her how he can help and what he can do,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, I got it's like, no, I've
Right.
been doing it myself. Like accepting help in this would also be showing vulnerability and
And
and admitting that you need help.
that would almost be like a failure.
Yes.
She couldn't do it
And so
herself.
she just mm-mm,
Not having it.
mm-mm. She doesn't know how to even accept somebody coming in to be an advocate for her
Right.
until he continues to just push, but not in a aggressive way push, but just like not giving up on her.
Right.
I mean, even that in and of itself is advocating for their relationship
Mm-hmm.
and just showing her that I'm not going anywhere.
Well, he's also trying to, because there's some element of this that, like, if you're in Andy's head, you're so fixated on like this moment right now. Everything is so much overwhelming, and that doesn't necessarily go away after you're 15. Like,
Yeah.
that moment can still occur any day of the week, any year of your life, when things are just too much.
Mhm.
But he's trying to kind of be like an anchor. He's trying to anchor her back down
Mhm.
to be like, hey, wait a second. You're making this quick decision out of pure emotion and what you're feeling in this moment, versus let's think this through. And, again, trying to have a bigger picture in mind than just
Mhm.
finished, we're
And
done.
if he had not fought to for them,
Hmm.
then it would have further proven to her how alone and
Oh, well,
alienated she
yeah.
was. Him continuously pushing through, stepping up, saying, I'm not going anywhere, climbing the trellis
Hmm.
was like, maybe I'm not alone. Maybe I actually have somebody who,
Right.
even if she doesn't know how to accept it right
In
now.
its own way, her slamming the door in his face is almost like self punishment. Like, she's the one being like, I can't have that. And do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
go away. Yes, she's telling him to go away. She doesn't want him, like, in the midst of all this.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's I can only imagine that internally, it's also her own way of self sabotage. Like,
Yeah.
everything else is a mess. He's the only thing that's dispensable at this moment, and you know we do things to ourselves sometimes, whether we will acknowledge that we're doing it to ourselves
Mm-hmm.
in an effort that we think we're being self-sacrificial or something along those lines, and it's really just we're acting out in the moment.
Yeah. I agree. I also appreciate, like I've said before, I appreciate that we are not wrapping up the mental health storyline in one
Mm-hmm.
episode. It is a continuous storyline.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It has some fluidity,
It does.
which mental health does. Now, I did want to at least
Yep, go ahead.
bring up for a second. You know who was
Oh.
back? Grams.
Oh, she was helping. She was helping too.
I know. And okay, so her scene with Jen, which we haven't talked a whole lot about Ty or any of that.
Didn't. That is comical.
Yeah. So, you know, he shows up and Jen gets the impression that he's interested. Which, I mean, he kind of gives that vibe. And then, you know, they're talking about potentially hanging out or going somewhere to a party that night. And Grams tells her that, you know, she hopes that, number one, that she's proud of her and that she hopes that they have fun, that she deserves it.
It was a very sweet.
It was a precious moment.
Very good.
It was very precious. You know, that she's accomplished so much on her own, and as a woman without a man.
She didn't need a man by her side.
Nope. And then we find out where they're going, and they show up to this house party, and everybody whips out a Bible
to the First of Kings.
To the First of It's Bible study, and she is looking around the room.
Oh my goodness! Well, first of all, the guy goes, "We can start. Ty is here."
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I just want you to know, people. Some Bible studies might be that way, but I promise they don't have to be that way.
No, they don't. The majority of mine were not like that. Oh my gosh,
that is so funny, though. It really is.
It really was, because also we're given kind of this, like, we're supposed to read between the lines. We really kind of think that he's so interested, and, you know, she's been like down boy and all this other stuff. I told you, and she thought that he was wanting to jump her bones.
And the massage in her neck. Yeah. It's like, Jen, you are playing two different people. Like, one episode, she's like, why does everybody keep bringing up the past and calling me a hodag and this and that and Joe and Little Miss Vixen? But then in the next episode, you're going to act like a Little Miss Vixen.
Yeah.
What?
So, okay, I didn't say this in the last episode, but where they're all calling out crap, I'm sorry, but a lot of the issues y'all are complaining about, you've been doing to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's choices, and you can control those.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing that, you know, maybe this guy's hurt about her. Maybe I think she needs a little Jesus, and I'm going to introduce
Or, you know what, though, with the Bible study thing, it kind of makes me draw a line to Grams.
No, I was about to go there.
I mean, he was helping her with the groceries.
It makes you wonder, do they know each other from church?
Mm-hmm.
Did Grams kind of start working her magic?
And I think that's what Jen is thinking, too.
Now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not at first. She was thinking you wanted to jump her bones.
Oh, I know. Gross.
I know.
Gross. Comical. Oh, my gosh. That was so funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
I love how the episode ends. So we've already talked about Dawson telling Jack and Joey to go. He's taken enough of their time. And she just says, "Good night, Dawson." And because they had that great moment where they're kind of getting on the same page a little bit. And he just says the day by day. And he just kind of watches them. And he turns around and walks. And I love the ending.
It's good.
Absolutely zero red flags. I feel like Dawson was a green flag in this episode.
I'd agree.
You have anything to add? Anything else? I really don't know if I just missed it or I have nothing for trivia. Like any, you know, like just little fun facts. Like last episode was the first episode we see Pacey's dad. Like I have none of that. I don't know if I just missed it. I have no movies.
I mean, we added 2 new characters.
Devin.
Yeah, and Ty.
I
mean, they'll be short-lived, but.
Yeah, but Devin, Rachel Lee Cook is her name. And she was like a big 90s star.
Familiar.
She won one of those awards that I was reading off a couple weeks ago. So she was actually just on Danielle Visual's podcast being interviewed because they were teen stars together.
So what was your rating?
Yeah, I was about to say let's play a game, but I will forget the rating. I'm giving it a 9.
That's good.
I'm giving it a 9 because, I mean, we've already said I raved about this episode. They're all together. They're working together for a common goal. Dawson is great in this episode. Pacey and Andy, all of that. Yes, Joey is frustrating, but it does still, it's like not out of I still think it's pretty relatable that a teenager would have that realization of, crap, they're not pining after me like they always have been. What do I do now? I think I might want them, like not knowing what they want type thing. It's a relatable situation.
This is potentially going to come across harsh, but I just get the feeling that Joey just looks at herself in her life and thinks, just, this is so tragic. And it's almost like, I'm not saying she's manifesting that, but it's just almost, I just get the feeling that it adds insult to injury that she's not getting what she wanted. Does that make sense?
We are digressing in her character growth right now.
Yeah. After she's had all these leaps and bounds, it's like, she'll figure it out.
She will. They all do. They all do. But 9, I was like, oh, I'll give it an 8, but I really think like I'm going 9. What's holding me back? I'm not going 10. It did not. I gave a 10 already, and I know exactly how that episode made me feel in every way, from the way they made it and everything. I can't go 10 yet. But that one was a 9. It was so good. I liked it.
It was very good. Well, don't be offended. I'm giving it a 5, just because, like, this is,
we're kind of hitting the middle of the road few episodes. I get it.
Right. I mean, like, I'm along for the ride to watch. It's not one that I'm gonna be like, that episode number 13.
So, yeah.
For me personally, the spirit didn't move me on this one. It was good. Like, I can appreciate the content of what was in it.
I think we will refer back to Dawson from this episode some, and like how he acted, that kind of thing, when we're thinking about the episode, and the Pacey and Andy and what Andy's dealing with. Like, this is the beginning of that. But yeah, I could do without his leading lady, Devin.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You want to play a game? It's your turn to spin. We're completely full again.
Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Who said it?
Okay.
It's life's little twists and turns and bumps and bruises that make you who you are.
These could literally be anybody.
It's an easy one, trust me.
I have 2 people in my head.
Okay.
Dawson and Grams.
Neither. Maybe I've chosen a harder one.
Say it again.
It's life's little twists and turns and bumps and bruises that make you who you are.
Gail?
No.
Jen?
No.
Joey?
No.
Pacey?
Yes.
Does it say when he says that? No. Well, I can tell you exactly how I'm feeling after it. I just feel like I want to listen to a compilation of all of Pacey's sweet moments. I want to go to YouTube. Please help me. MVP of the episode.
Okay. I think I'm going to still have to give this to Pacey, where he goes to her house.
Okay. I think
it was a tough one, because it was either going to be him or Dawson putting Joey in her place.
I think that I'm giving it to Dawson, and the scene, him telling Chris and Devin how they should be feeling in that moment, and like how it's cutting to Joey. And I thought it was a good one. If I didn't go with that, I would have given it to Chris, and just how he was taking it so serious and he wanted to get it right. I thought that was so fun. What would your rating be for episode 12?
My rating is a 5.
Okay.
But like, giving it something lower would be too critical almost. But I felt like where it fell in the ratings was lower than it really was warranted.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
I give it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting more and more good stuff
We
within the
are.
show.
I
like
mean,
deeper stuff.
yes, but
For the
as
characters.
far as like a rating of like, oh my god, I loved
Oh
it.
yeah,
It just this
no.
is kind of middle of the road.
No, yeah, it was. I agree. Also because it just felt out of place
Mhm.
in the scheme of things.
Correct.
But yeah, I give it a 6.
Mhm.
That's a wrap on today's episode. If you loved hanging out with us, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube where you can watch this full video, and follow us on Spotify so you never miss a rewatch. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok for clips, behind the scenes moments, and all the nostalgia your heart can handle. Leave us a comment, rate the show, share the episode with a fellow roomie. It truly helps more than you know, and we love hearing from you. It honestly, that's how Spotify pushes it out. So
Yeah.
people rate, comment, all the things.
Mhm.
We'll be back every Tuesday and Thursday with more laughs, more nostalgia, and of course, more rewatches. Until then, keep the remote close, the memories closer, and always be kind. Rewind and press play again. Bye, roomies. Bye.
Roll the credits. Press play again. 2 roommates, 1 remote is fully DIY. Editing, us. Producing, also us. Recording, yep, still us. Posting it everywhere, shockingly, us again. 2 roommates, 1 remote, 0 team. So please clap accordingly. Thank you very much.